The IDP teacher set out this semester with a specific goal in mind, teaching us the design process. To begin the process, we were introduced to the idea of collaboration. We were randomly placed into teams with other students we had never met before and were told that we had to work together. From here, we were introduced to our site, the intersection of Wissahickon and Schoolhouse Lane. Then we were assigned the goal of presenting a way to add value to the site. Now, what is value? At first glance, we had no idea what value was. Was it community, profit, use, appearance? Initial observations. At first, we believed value meant appearance because all of our initial observations pointed out what was visually wrong with the site, mainly the park, such as muddy pathways, a messy garden, and horrible lighting. Once we returned with our observations, we found ourselves overwhelmed with all this information we had gathered. This is where our professors introduced us to our good friend, the sticky note. This helpful little guy made the task of organizing our observations much easier. With these sticky notes, we were able to place all of our ideas onto a board and easily group them together by similar needs. After this, we proceeded to take these observations and generate a list of 25 needs that presented us with opportunities. With this list of opportunities in mind, we traveled to the site once again after our professors showed us that when we observe things, we don't always see the gorilla sitting in plain sight. Historical value. At the site, we conducted interviews as a part of our research because in class we learned that people have a relationship with the things that surround them. So we asked them questions about the site itself and how they felt about it. From this, we learned that areas deeper in Germantown are dangerous and that there are a lot of old houses in the area. Through further research, we discovered that the site has much more history behind it than we first believed. The first thing we noticed was that there were many historical houses and even some historical events took place at the site, like the Revolutionary Battle of Germantown. Choosing the better ideas. After discovering this information, we returned to our list of 25 opportunities and were told to reduce this list to 5 opportunities that add value. These were a water park playground, a community center, a greenhouse, equipment rental, and a historical information booth. How to convey your ideas. From here, we had to make a prototype for one of our ideas because we learned that a prototype is an effective way to communicate your ideas. We chose to make a prototype for the water park playground idea because it gave the children a place to play, it looked better, and generated revenue. The first idea isn't always the best idea. After this, we returned to our original ideas and reevaluated them to make a final prototype. Here, we chose the information booth. We decided to use this idea because it gave the community more historical context and informed people about the value of the site, its history. User-centered design. After learning about user-centered design, we saw how important the user's thoughts were, so we took our prototype to the audit site and evaluated it by interviewing people in order to gain useful feedback on our current idea. This evaluation showed us that some people think they know their history when they really don't, like the older woman at the bus stop, and that everyone doesn't speak English, like the younger woman who was new to the neighborhood. This experience showed us that the true value of a site could be found in its history and that the information booth needed to be multilingual. This led us to our final prototype, an information booth that serves multiple languages and questions people about their history. At first, our design process, like many others, encountered an early failure. And from this failure, we learned that designers need to fail early and fail often while reevaluating their work. This ensures that a design will be the best that it can be.